Are we about to finish Farming Simulator 25? Guys, it's possible we might be there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Can you ever really finish Farming Simulator 25? Well, that's kind of the question today, and I mean, I've got a couple different answers for you on that. I mean, starting with just the horse ranch, the $1 million horse ranch that we've got built here. Might be the nicest ranch ever built out here on Judith Plains. I'm really happy with how this ranch has turned out. Horses are actually starting to turn us a profit now as well. There have been some issues with a tornado that decided to run right through the middle of my ranch. Fortunately, only a couple of horses were lost in that.
Cow. Another cow.
Actually, I think that was the same one.
But the ranch itself has stood the test of a few years now and actually been really nice to work on as we've moved forward. Now, how we've supported this ranch, of course, well, we bought the oil mill. This was where we worked for a few years, decided to pick it up, and that's making us about $500,000 per year, which is great. And on top of all this, we're still running our job over at the BGA as the chief plant engineer. And yeah, this has been a great way to get our money into our account month over month and keep our spending at a bit of a minimum, I guess. So that's been fantastic, but there's still one more step in us. One more step. We've got our master's degree, guys. I'm studying right now, studying for my doctorate. And maybe that will be enough to satisfy me. Now, we are still finding ways to, well, increase our yield on the farm. For instance, taking off the weeds with this weed puller has been a little less successful than I'd want it to be. I mean, we're 13 years in here. I think it's time we upgraded this. And I'm also always waiting on, well, hay. Yeah, we cut down our hay on our hay field here, and I'm waiting for it to dry out and cure to turn to hay. So today, oh boy, I'm rhyming again. We're going to be taking care of some weeds and also doing some more hay in at some point. We'll see if we can get to some study, and I'm going for that doctorate so we can advance this horse ranch to the next. I don't know what the next level is, to be honest with you. I do actually have a plan. I'm not going to lie. We're not there yet, but we're more worried on, well, if we can get that doctorate, finish off our education, and then maybe we've finished everything. I don't know. So, starting off, guys, I've got the old John Deere 7900 series along with our John Deere baler, our square baler ready to go. And beside me, you guys can see we've got a brand new John Deere sprayer, self-propelled sprayer. That's right. We're finally moving up away from just pulling weeds. We're going to actually spray our fields with some herbicide finally. I'm trying to max things out since that weed puller is not really maximizing the amount of weeds. It's not getting all the weeds. This should actually take care of everything a lot better than what we've been doing in the past. So we've got the 4940 chassis along with the 120-foot boom. I believe it's a 4,000 liter tank, herbicide tank connected to this as well. That is going to be our new sprayer. Really excited to actually get in the field with this. This will maximize getting rid of those weeds. I was surprised to learn that pulling that weeder, that Elmer's weeder, was not doing the job for us. We're still had a ton of weeds in the field. This here really should take care of that problem for us. We should have no more weeds, and it will maximize the productivity off all of our canola fields right now. So you can see actually all the weeds up ahead of us. We're getting rid of all of them. They're going to be gone. So we've got roughly 100 acres. If we count the hay field, we've got roughly 100 acres. I mean, it's not huge, not a ton of field, but it's enough to justify me having this piece of equipment. I personally believe, at least. Now, unfortunately, no spot and spray on this. That was one thing I would have liked to, have had working. No spot and spray on this particular unit, so we're going to go through a little bit more herbicide than I would prefer. If we got the spot and spray unit, we'd probably save a little bit of money, but yeah, it was not eligible at the time. You got me there. So we're going through quite a bit more herbicide than I otherwise would have. In fact, that's something we're going to have to address at some point here, is better ways of doing that. I mean, I have no way of storing herbicide right now in any of my silos. I do not have a liquid fertilizer or a liquid herbicide tank on this farm. That's one thing I don't want to say neglected, but it's definitely something we did not place. So we're going to have to figure out a different solution. I've got a perfect idea, actually. All right, so this is my solution. I know I call them ICBM tanks. I don't know what kind of tank, that's not accurate, but we're going to call them that again. A bunch of ICBM tanks full of herbicide. So this should last us at least for this year, maybe next year as well. We're all loaded up. Let's get back out into the field. Away we go. Love it. That's actually not a bad system. Would I prefer to have like a trailer tanker of some sort? Yeah, of course. and then we could just store it in that and then maybe haul it around to the field and use it as a tender. Maybe going forward, that's something we'll work on, but for now, I think, guys, this is going to work out. This will work out just dandy fine. I'm happy with this. Cool. All right, we'll finish this and check on the hay field. Boy, oh boy. This hay field is not drying out. Look at our moisture content. We're still, it's starting to, it's almost there. Maybe another month it's probably going to take. I think it's going to be another month. I don't think it's going to dry out today. It's still soaking wet. Ridiculous. We need to get this to drop down some more still. That's unfortunate. All right, well, let's see what we can do. Wow, it took an entire day for the grass to cure, so we finally have some hay in this field. That took for freaking ever. All right, let's go in, let's get this harvested, let's get our bales done, our horse feed taken care of. You know what? We'll be studying for the next little bit. Got a little bit of harvest to do, but I think we'll start studying, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're ready to write our exam. Yeah, I think that's what it is. We got some studying to do. I'll see you guys shortly. Oh boy, time to cram. All right, so I know I haven't been around much the last 6 months or so. I've been busy studying. We've been working on the farm, making sure all our horses and everything are taken care of. Everything's looking good, but it's finally time for me to write my doctorate. That's right, we're finally going in to write our what could be our final exam ever. Our final exam ever. That sounds great, actually. Never have to write another test. Don't have to study anymore. Yeah, that sounds like right up my alley. So everything else is looking good, though. I mean, horse pastures are good. We had a great harvest. You can see we have $738,000 in the old bank account right now. Won't get by this guy. Things are looking great right now. I mean, we've never failed one of these tests. I am confident we'll be able to pass this. We've never failed a single test out here. We have always managed to make it through from high school into our college degrees. I got our masters, not a single failure. And today, we're just going to finish this off strong and get this done. Wish me luck. It's time for us to go write this exam. All right, here we go. One try, pass it off. Let's go. Let's pass this thing right now. You failed the exam. I should have known. I should have said anything. Okay, so minor setback. It does. I've been told it's nearly impossible to pass this test, but we'll get there. I'm confident. For now, let's just focus on the horse ranch. In fact, let's go take a look and see how our horses are looking. I mean, we're up to, what, 6 horses right now still? But I'm pretty sure I've changed things up a little bit. That's right, we sold off a majority of our horses, only kept the real high value ones. Anything that was all like good or very good or excellent horses as far as their breeding goes beforehand. Now, the mares, yeah, most of them are of breeding age now. We're getting pretty young horses. We've had to breed them up a little bit and make sure they're all great for, well, our next generation, of course. And my stallions, of course, I had the black stallion here. This was our best horse for the longest time. My plan is actually to get rid of this stallion at some point, and I'm going to rely on the chestnut at some point here. Once he's of breeding age, he's still maturing a little bit, but he's pretty much there. So once he hits 36 months, then he'll be eligible to breed. But I wanted to make sure we had 2 just in case another freak tornado accident happened and, well, took out my horses. Yeah, that's something I have to worry about still. So I'm trying to keep like 2 stallions, and then the rest will be mares, is kind of what I'm going with for now at least. And we're trying to maximize and make sure these guys are the best possible ones we can. So like I said, I sold off all of kind of the lower tier, mediocre horses we had, and we've upgraded them to, well, they're all really well, like high value horses. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get them. I've seen some pretty high values for a couple of these guys, and we'll see if we can keep that up. I'm curious to see what kind of money we can possibly make with these guys going forward. So one of the changes we did, oh boy, Dog, you're in my way. Come on, Pops, out of the way. Come on, move it. Get out of my way, always. Just constantly in my way. One of the changes we did make is we did plant oat fairly recently. And we got around 140,000 liters of oat, guys. So that's my feed for the horses right now. I'm going to have to do that every once in a while rather than paying for all the big bags and then just throw it in the silo. And yeah, that's the only thing we're using this silo for right now. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. You're driving me crazy. Constantly in my way. Anyways, that's our only way for getting for feed right now. The only thing I'm using the silo for, I should say, is for feed as of right now. Eventually, I think I've got a plan with the oil mill where we can advance, get some more oils. I mean, we got Corn we can probably throw through there, of course, as well as maybe sunflowers. Maybe even rice if we decide to, but we could maximize that. But we haven't hit the threshold yet where we harvest enough canola to worry about that. So this might do it this month. We'll see. But for now, like I said, we're just going to feed these horses the oats that we've been getting. And of course, we've got all those hay bales in the bale storage as well, making sure these horses are all perfectly fed, which this should, yeah, this will put that over that 20,000 liters. We're looking pretty good there. Good. Cool. So on top of all that, guys, I'm still working full time over at the BGA. The BGA, I've been promoted, like I think we've talked about this in the past. We were promoted up to the chief plant engineer, which it does pay us a decent salary. We're still making up. I think when we work a little bit overtime, we can get up to about $120,000 per year on top of whatever else we end up doing. So that's a decent amount of extra cash that comes in. It really pays for all my bills around the farm is what this does, realistically. So between that and then we make the roughly $500,000 from the oil mill, and we're almost getting our horses online to start selling some horses off, which will be actually a decent amount of money too. So I'm hoping in the near future we'll be making a little over $1 million per year. All right, another day, another dollar. So in fact, let's head down to the oil mill. I want to talk about this a little bit. I've got an idea here, or it's something that's pretty obvious, but we've owned the oil mill, making a ton of canola, of course, off of this. It has made us, it's our money maker right now. Now, we've got roughly 400,000 liters of canola still to be made into oil in here. We've got 20,000 liters of oil already made. We sell off usually December. We will have another harvest ready to go come the later summer, August-ish is when we'll be selling things off. We're bringing all our product back in here, but I think we have enough canola with 400,000 liters that I don't need to worry about this right now. This is going to keep on making canola no matter what. I think it's time that we moved into another crop, right? We got corn oil, we got rice, we got sunflower. I think it's time that we started pushing a different crop through here at the same time so we can double up what we're already making. We've got enough canola. I think it's time we moved into something a little bit different. So you know what that means? It's time to go to the dealership and make some more purchases. I've spent pretty much everything. I've spent a lot of my money, guys. We needed to upgrade a couple of things. A couple of small things. Thanks. You can have my paychecks right there. Yep, you guys are rich now. That's right. We've got a brand new tractor and a brand new planter. We decided to go a little bit big. We got the 8400R. It's a 2018 model. 2400 or 8400R, 400 horsepower, along with the John Deere planter. So I think you can see which direction I'm going to go in here. What is it? The 1772 NT, I believe. Yeah, the 2018 model, I believe, on this as well. So is it 2018, 2013, 2022? Sorry, I thought it was 2018 model, 2022 model. So we're going to be planting corn. Now, I can also do sunflowers. We're doing our row crops off this. Unfortunately, that also means I'm going to need something else come harvest season that we don't have. And that's something we'll worry about later on. That sounds like an issue for tomorrow, Clutch. Not today. We're going to get planting today. And we'll make sure that we can get some seeds in the ground and get this all taken care of. Come on out of the shop. Oh, easy. Don't walk right into it. No, don't walk into it. Oh, boy. All right, we're okay. Anyways, let's head back over to the farm, and we'll see if we can get this taken care of. We're already filled up, of course. We've got corn seed. We've got our liquid fertilizer already filled up completely on this thing. Once again, that's something else I'm still going to be running into problems with going forward, guys. I don't have any storage capabilities right now for liquid fertilizer. Same with the herbicide. Seeing a theme right now. Just saying, seeing a theme. All the way back home, hazards, beacons on. Some thick fog rolling through the county right now. Looks like it's going to last us for the day. It is what it is. We can plant in this at least. I think our moisture levels are actually a little bit high right now, but we did have some rain in the last 24 hours. But I think the crop should be fine with us getting into it. We've got row crop duals on this tractor on the rear and just singles up on the front on the 8400. We needed this for the horsepower, really. So now I've got this 8400. I have the 7900 series, which is around 255 horsepower back there for other jobs. This here I need, well, for obviously planting. Of course, we could do some tillage work with this potentially going forward as well. I might need to change the tires out at some point for that, but these row crop duals will work perfect for planting the sunflowers. So I think it's time we get into this field. Everything looks pretty good on this after we've kind of had a chance to quickly look at everything. I'm really excited to have the larger planter rather than, that Bourgeau seeder we're using is working out. Oh, it's been great, but it is quite a bit smaller at 6 meters, where I believe. Are we up to 18 meters on this? It can't be that big. I can't remember the size off the top of my head with the arms. But anyways, the 1772 is definitely a step up as far as size goes. And will make our planting a little bit quicker in the grand scheme of things. In we go. Once again, we can direct drill this, which is nice, of course, once... when we finish off this, I'm curious to see what we're going to do. So we should end up having quite a bit of corn off of this, and I think canola is going to be something we'll have to do twice for every cornfield, potentially. I'm not sure what our crop rotation is going to be yet. Whatever we do decide, it'll have to be dependent on what our oil mill can go through. All right, in we go. Drop this down, and let's get to planting. Now, I do realize that none of this is actually helping me to my kind of original goal. That's right, the original goal of me getting my doctorate. I understand that. That's something we're still working on, our end game condition, our end plan, or I don't even know what else you want to call it. I mean, we're 14 years in, 13 years in right now, and that's my kind of current goal at least. This is not helping me get there, but I can only write that test once a month, so it is what it is. We got to finish off planting, I guess, right? You know what? Like I said, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, a bit of a problem. Something I haven't really thought of too much. Fortunately, we kind of have a solution already. I mean, something, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. I don't know. This seems to work out fairly well for our sprayers, so why not use it for, well, the planter as well. You know what? We should get Gertie out there as well with the roller. She might as well follow behind us and start rolling out these fields. Get her out there. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, drop that down. Guys, these fields look pretty good. I mean, our numbers are all in the green here. That's a good sign to see. Yeah, that looks perfect. Well, she is busy rolling out, so we're going to keep on planting those the corn out in the next fields. So that's a 30-acre field she's in right there. I've got another 30-acre field right about here. And plus then we've got another 15-acre field just across the road, and then plus the 10-acre field, I think, back on the far side. We got a lot of planting still to do today, guys. We'll get through it all, but yeah, lots of planting still left to do, of course. Looks like we're looking good. You know what? We're almost out of fertilizer once again. And that's made it a little bit easier. Our temporary fertilizer tender, yeah, we can just bring this right out of the field so we can load this thing up. That makes life a little bit easier. I need to be a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. Should be good. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, that makes things a lot easier. All that's left to do are the headlands here. Looks like Gertie's still a little ways away over rolling the other field, so we got a little bit of head time on ours. But we'll finish this up. We'll head over to their fields, and I'll catch up with you guys maybe in a little bit here, all right? We'll see how she goes. All right, so everything is planted on the farm. All our sunflower seeds, our sunflower cornfields are planted. I had planned to get over here and do some baling, was my next plan of action. So I was going to come right over to our hay field, do some haying. Unfortunately, well, the weather hasn't really helped me out too much. I guess this fog is kind of humid, and there's parts of my field that are okay, parts are not okay. So I'm going to hold off on this. I mean, if you look, if we go through this field, you can see that we've got some of it's turned to hay, but the moisture level is still pretty high in some spots down the far side, and it still hasn't cured. So instead of doing this, you know what? I got a test I can go right again. It's time for me to go try once again. Number 2, try to finally pass this doctorate. Our second try. You know, we never failed beforehand. I feel like today we'll be able to get through it today. Right there, we failed the once. We've learned our lessons. We've kept working on this farm. We're more focused now, and I think we're ready to go. So back into Moccasin. We're gonna go write this test one more time. Let's go. Let's get this done, guys. Wish me luck. So the professor is ready, waiting for me there. Yeah, I think we can get this done today. I have good feelings about this. There's no way we could fail twice in a row after this, right? Let's write this test. Take exam number 2. Let's get her done. You failed the exam again. That's twice in a row. Guys, this is terrible. Like, really? Are we failed again? You failed this thing too? Or was it just me? Oh yeah, you failed too, eh? Huh. Well, that sucks. I guess another month we'll have to wait before we can write this test again. That's terrible. It's not even like I really need this. I don't need the education anymore. I mean, I'm successful as far as my main job goes. I'm not going to make that much more even if I were to have that doctorate, realistically. And on top of all of this, it's inconsequential. I've got a successful farm that makes me way more money. So I guess it's a thing of pride now, right? It's a thing of pride this is how we're going to finish things. That's how we know we have won. That is what it comes down to. I'm a professional student of sorts. Speaking of professional, we've got the hay done. Let's pick these up and store them into our bale storage area. Decent amount of bales already stored in there. We're looking good. I think our horses will have more than enough food for quite a while. We've been pretty on top of the hay, which is kind of nice to see for once. Still got 4 grass bales though. Like I said, it didn't all turn to hay. We still have some that didn't cure, so I'll just sell those off, I guess, whenever we want. All right, guys, another month is here. We're into May. It keeps on moving along fast. It's pouring outside right now, actually. Surprisingly enough, I know it is spring in Montana, but the rain is coming down. It looks like we're gonna get a break for a bit, and then it's gonna come again. It's just not great. Unfortunately, I still have to take care of my horses. That's just the way that goes. We still have the 6 horses. It looks like we've got some foals coming at some point here in the fairly near future. We got a couple with twins, which is kind of nice to see. But for the most part, yeah, I'm excited to see what we have here for. We got some baby horses coming, which is I'm super excited to see that. And hopefully, like I said, we can develop these. I still have to get rid of that black stallion at some point. I'm just holding on to him just in case something were to happen to our younger stallion. We'll see what happens. But still need to take care of all of our horses, so let's go for a ride. Head on down to where the tornado ran through, out here in the rain. Yeah, that's maybe some bad memories down here. But yeah, good place to go riding. We've got this set up nicely so that we can get some exercise with all our horses. I'll take care of a few of these, but I do have some more farm tasks still to take care of before, well, we end up rewriting that exam once again today, so we get these jobs done. Now, one of the other chores I wanted to take care of was try to organize our shop a little bit. I had fertilizer and herbicide that we'd gathered, just kind of sitting around. I wanted to find a way to store this, well, effectively. Beforehand, it was just kind of strewn about the shop. But we have this rack over here in our main building, our main shop building, that I think is a pretty good place to store all this stuff. I had it kind of strewn about beforehand over on the other side. It was kind of a pain to get to. This makes more sense since I kind of leave the Kubota in this shop. And that's got the front forks on it, but the top row up here, I want to just make sure it all fits up here, first of all. But it's kind of, it's almost too high, is what I'm trying to say. It's a little bit of a fight. It's a good thing it's not a skid steer. And the Kubota, the arms can reach up there, but it's not great. Oh boy, what a catch. I can just give this a shove. The funny thing is about this, guys, I'm probably going to pull these down right away anyways, as soon as the rain stops, because I'm going to need a herbicide. Anyways, I think we're good. Let me go grab, yeah, there we go, that's better. Let me go grab the other one. Now, like I said, we're gonna go do some spraying here. It looks like the rain's kind of stopping. Yeah, kind of slowly stopping. My plan is to go and spray some herbicide today on all of our corn, get that taken care of. But I don't know why I stored all the herbicide on top. Like I said, I wanted to see if it would fit. I wanted to make sure my idea was going to be sufficient. That's all. Anyway, let's get into these fields. Looks like it's stopping, right? Yeah, if we can get out there now, before the next storm runs through. It looks like we have some hail in our forecast. Oh boy. Yeah, let's see if we can get out there right now before the hail comes, because I don't really feel like being out there in a hailstorm. If we can get everything sprayed, it shouldn't take us too long with this brand new sprayer unit. It's a lot faster than what we've done in the past, of course, so yeah, it should be a relatively quick little jobby job. Those cornfields are looking fantastic, by the way. They've all come up, and yeah, we've had a nice kind of a wet spring. We'll see how, if it heats up this fall, yeah, we should have a decent crop come with us. The moisture content good in this corn, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we can get harvest. Boy, oh boy, this is way better than our previous ways of getting rid of weeds, I have to say. Yeah, the 49, is it 4940? 4950? I can't remember what model the number is off the top of my head anymore. This thing is way better than pulling the weeder behind us. All right, we're out of herbicide. Let's head on back. We've gotten one 30-acre field already done. I've still got the other 30-acre plus the 15-acre plus the 10-acre. I've got still lots of fields still to go spray. So that means I need to pull down. I need to pull down the herbicide I just put up here. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We managed to make it fit, and I know it's going to work now. You can see in the bottom, I do have a couple rolls. I'm going to need to get some more bale rolls. Since we've gone away from the baby baler and we've got the large baler now, I'm going through so much less baler twine, which is actually kind of nice. I went through a ton of that with that baby baler. Look at that. There we go. Nice and easy. Best driver in Farm Sim. Perfect. Load this on up. I'm going to need a couple of these at least. Probably 3, I bet you I'll need 3 of those. Yeah, 3. All right. The last one One more. Yeah, there we go. Get this guy down. Oh boy, it's going to be a bit of a tight fit to get this thing out of here. A couple more. Back up, back up, back up. All right. And we're loaded. All right, guys. Back into the field. Like I said, I've got another 30-acre field plus 15 acres plus 10 acres. I still got enough fields to take care of today before the hail comes. The big 30-acre field just over here by the tracks. And then, yeah, like I said, the 15 over on the far side. We've got our work cut out for us today, and then I'm hoping we can get over to go write our exam once again. Empty on herbicide, or once again, back over to the farm. I'm gonna run out of herbicide at this rate. Yeah, I gotta take everything off of the top rack, and we'll take a couple off the bottom. I still have a little bit left in the sprayer, so maybe two pallets today? I don't know, maybe 2 this time. We'll see. Should be the last time we have to do this, I think, though. I shouldn't have to pull any more down. We'll have to order some more to bring out to the farm, though. Looks good. There we go. We're done. Look at this tree, by the way. This was the tornado that ran through our farm. It went all the way through the whole farm, killed the far side, and then came right up here at some point as well. Surprised we didn't lose more. I don't know how we lost 2 animals in that. I thought they'd be hiding inside, but I guess not. 2 horses, though, somehow gone. That's too bad. It really kind of sucked, to be honest with you. All right, that looks good. Everything is happy. Close the doors in here. Guys, I've got quite a bit of herbicide still left over. I have to order some more, but my plan is, well, to write my test a little later on today, so I'll see you in a couple hours. And it's raining once again. Every time I open this door, I swear it's hail right now. We're off to go write our test today. Once again, the 3rd time. Back to Moccasin. Let's go write this test, please. This is the third try. Third try. Maybe I shouldn't pass this test, I guess. All right, let's get inside. Wish me luck once again. Yep. Take exam. Oh boy, let's go. Let's get her done. You failed the exam. Here we go again. 3rd try, eh? All right, well, to be fair, it does say it's nearly impossible to pass this. I've been told that. But I thought, considering we didn't fail a single test beforehand, by the 3rd time of running this one, we would have been able to pass it. I guess not. You know what? Well, I'll just focus on our horses and our farm for the next month. We'll write again next month. We're determined. We're going to get through this. We can do it. We can do it! Fortunately or unfortunately, as we move into June, there's not a lot for me to do. Just keep on tending to my horses here, making sure they're all properly fed and taken care of. But that's my only real task, because once again, we're off to go, well, write our exam. You know what my problem was, guys? I didn't ride the bike. That was it. You know what? The first few times, well, every exam we went and ridden, I think I've taken the KTM and went and did it that way. I'm pretty sure. Maybe this is the solution right here. We have to take, oh no, that's not true. Not all of them. Anyways, whatever. We'll take the KTM. Maybe this is the golden lucky ticket charm for us to finally pass our exam. Back off to Moccasin. Let's roll. Let's go write this test. Let's get this done with. 4th time. 4th time is definitely going to work out. It's 4th time, I think, right? Yeah, I think it's the 4th time. Let's go into Moccasin. Let's just pull up right in front. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. That's good. That's good. That's good. You know what? I was just thinking maybe I should get a coffee first. Huh. Maybe that's the thing we need to do. I don't know. Whatever. We got the bike. This should be good. Let's write this test. I got good feelings. Good feelings. I failed the exam again. Are you freaking kidding me? Come on, man. Okay. Don't know what to do here. 10 o'clock at night. It's June. All right. Well, it's fine. We'll just wait another month and we'll write again. It is what it is. I'll see you guys, I guess. I'll see you in a month or so. I need to go have a drink first, though, I think. See you guys in a month. All right. We're back. Let's take this test again. Number 5. 5th time. And failed. Come on. We're into September. 6th exam. Come on, baby. Lucky number 6, right? It's not. That wasn't lucky at all. Well, you know what? We've got a task now to preoccupy our time while we analyze why the heck we're failing these tests so much, at least. You need to take mind off things, and nothing better than that than a big old corn harvest. A big old corn harvest will take our mind off our failing test results, that's for sure, right? Yeah, we've got 100 acres here. The fields looks decently, a little bit on the dry side. Moisture content looks a little low, but not terrible, at least. We're going to do this like we always do. I'm going to cut in this a little bit early. I'm going to cut in the bottom here and take care of that for Gertie, and get her fired up and get her started. Get Gertie out here. We'll get Matilda. And, yeah, maybe we'll even get Hillary out here bailing as well. We'll see if we can get all my ranch hands out working away for me. Looks good, though. It should be a good harvest. Yeah. Looks like a decent yield, guys. I'm pretty excited to see what we get here. We'll be taking these loads straight down to the oil mill as well, as soon as we get them all loaded up. All right. There we go. The second headland is almost done, and I think we almost have a full grain truck already. What on earth? Hang on. We have a fire, guys. I got a fire in my field. It's right on the edge here. Like, where does this go? It goes up into the field, and yeah, we had a fire run through. Oh no, we have active fires still running. Yeah, we still have active fire in this field. What can I do about this? That's not good, because I have no idea what to do about this. We'll have to just keep on harvesting, I think. I don't know, but don't want to wreck my combine, I guess. But yeah, you can see fire down the lines there where it's burnt through. Yeah, we've got active fire still in the field. Let's just get this thing harvested. Let's get the fields off. Down at the oil mill, unloading our first load going in. In fact, here, take a look at this, how much canola we still have. We've got 74,000 liters of canola still to go through here. We're almost maxed out on storage, but we'll be selling this off soon enough. I think we're good. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of corn. The canola is looking good. How is the fire situation on this field still burning away? Is that, like, if we went through here with did some tillage, would that put the fire out? I don't know if it would. I got active fire pushing through our field right now, wrecking our corn. Am I in trouble with my is this a problem for my equipment at all? I don't want my equipment lighting on fire, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure I have insurance for that. Yeah, look at this. I can't do anything with it. I can't stomp it out. Stomp this out. Just burning away here. I can't do fire. Just more problems. Oh boy, like this is super close to the combine. And if it gets into this corn stalk straw here that we have, all these corn stalks piled up, that wouldn't be good. Look at that. All right. Let's look at all the flames all the way up through the stuff we just harvested. You know what? Like, how much are we losing because of this? Like, we're definitely losing some corn thanks to this fire that's ravaging our field right now. You can see all the streaks that went through there. That is ridiculous. We lost a lot. All right, we're done through most of the farm. Most of the fire part is done. I don't think I need to worry about that anymore. We're farther up the field now. Nothing up here seems to be on fire, so that should hopefully just fizzle out now. And I think we're okay. I'm just going to pick up a bunch of these bales that were down in the way. I think I've got all the ones that were down near the fire at least, so I don't have to worry about losing them. But yeah, guys, I was kind of surprised there. We got Gertie, we got Matilda and Hillary all working away. Hillary's got the baler here working her butt off. Matilda is driving the cart right now back and forth. She must be almost ready to go, and she's just waiting, I guess, for Gertie to put the lights on the combine there. Looks like she should be pretty close to being ready to go. There she goes. Finally, I was like, that thing looks like it's got to be pretty full. I don't know why she was sitting there. She was looking at her phone, checking out Tinder, I think. Looking for anyone sending her any DMs. All right. Field's looking decent. I'm pretty happy with the yield we got off this. Bales look good too, quite a few bales. But we're all set and ready to go across the road here. We got the 15-acre field right across the road. While they're getting set up in that field, I'm going to make another trip down to the oil mill, drop all of this corn off. Another load going in. We need to find a better solution for this as well. This dump truck's been great, but there's got to be, we can do better than this, I think. I think we can come up with a better solution. It's a little bit underpowered sometimes. Looks good though. Everything's looking good here. Tons of corn. We got lots of canola. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to make a ton of money by selling the corn off yet. It's not going to have time to make that much. Yeah, the corn oil, we're not going to have that much corn oil yet. The canola oil is going to be full. Corn oil next year, after this, we'll make a decent amount of money on. We're actually going to make a decent amount of money on the bales. I think we'll make more money off the bales right now than we will off of the corn oil. These corn stalks, we'll be able to sell quite a few of these. Maybe make a couple $100,000 off of that, which is kind of nice to see. All right, let's head on back. Looks like this field's almost done. Got everybody lined up, heading back over to our last little field. Oh boy, I think skinny thoughts. Thank you. Yeah, we have one more small field on the far side here to go take care of, guys. It's just out on the far edge. I've got a plan for this field. The reason I bought this was more on location than the size. It's relatively small, but the plan on this field... Oh boy, you're trying to pass all of us? No, you keep going. You got room. You got time. You have time. All right, fine. The reason I bought this field is really just on location. It's not going to give us a ton of corn, but realistically, the field itself could be better served with something else. I'm not going to get into it yet, but soon enough we'll talk about that soon enough. So let's dive on into this field and let's get this last part of this harvest over with. All right, harvest completed. We have 250,000 bucks in the old bank account from those corn stalk bales we've took care of. But let's clean all this equipment up. There's something else I want to still do today. I've got plans for later, but let's get all this stuff cleaned up, all the major equipment cleaned up. I do need to take care of something once we get this all cleaned up, though. Something that's going to be a little bit different. I've got something I want to buy as well, to be honest. Yeah, it's already on its way here. What can I say? Everything's going to be cleaned up. Looks like I need some new tires on the combine as well. Those are looking pretty rough, if I don't say so myself. Maybe next year. Now, as far as what we pulled off of that field, or those fields, look at the canola. We still have 273,000 liters of canola. We have over 700,000 liters of corn now over in the mill that are going to be made into the oil. I'm really looking forward to that. Now, the money we made from our corn stalks, well, that went to some new equipment. Like I said, we have a brand new Vaterstad disc till, and then I also needed to update the tires on the 8400. So I didn't have the right axles on this. The only option I had, other than the row crops, were to go to these big floaters. I think the big floaters will work out okay. They weren't my number one pick. I would rather have just like a wide tire, not a big floater like we have on this. But regardless of which, this is still better, I think, than the row crops that we had on it before. So we're taking this Vaterstad, this brand new Vaterstad disc till out. We're going to rip up all of the fields that had the corn on it so we can just have a little bit better luck planting the canola. We're probably going to replant the canola come next year on these fields come the spring. And I've got a decent day for that. I've got time to burn. Later on today, I do have to go rewrite my exam once again. But I think I've got a couple hours before that happens. So I might as well get back into these fields. And yeah, just do some choring, prepping these fields for the next year or so. Let's get back into it. Now, the Vaterstad disc till, not exactly the biggest still in the world. That being said, it is requiring several hundred horsepower, which is still too much for the, what is it, the 7900 series we have. It only has 255 horsepower. It will not pull this Vaterstad disc till, where fortunately the 8400 with its 400 horsepower will have no problem with it. Especially with these tires, they seem to be gripping pretty good. I'm not having any problem with those. Now, I'm probably going to switch back to the row crop tires when we're planting, especially if we're doing row crops. We'll be planting with this, of course. I'm not quite sure yet exactly how much more we'll do with this tractor. The 7900 still seems pretty good for a lot of other tasks. On top of that, it is a little bit more efficient when it comes to fuel and maintenance, but it's getting up there in the hours, so that could change relatively rapidly now that this 8400 is brand spanking new to us. We'll see. So, get both tractors cleaned up and taken care of. Let's head back on out and go write this test one more time. What is this, the 7th time? Is it 7? This is the 7th time we're writing this test? Like, it's gonna let us, we have to pass at some point, right? Like, how many times can we write this test? Maybe you know what? We didn't get our coffee last time. Maybe that's what we need this time. Maybe that's maybe that's the key. We have to come over to Tim Hortons, grab our double. You know what? No sugar. I can't handle sugar in my coffee. Just one cream. One cream. Keep it simple. Thank you. And let's get back on in. Write this test, guys. All right. Maybe don't wish me luck this time. I don't even know. What do I do? Let's do this thing. Like, come on. Please. Come on. Let's go. Failed again. Number 7. 7 in a row we have failed. All right. How about 8? Is 8 the charm? 8 time lucky 8. Lucky number. Nope. Okay, number 9. 9th time. 9th attempt. Let's go. Come on, baby. 9th try is unsuccessful. So on the bright side, I mean, where I'm totally unsuccessful on writing my tests right now, I have at least got some fulls. I've got some baby horses finally. But yeah, it's still not what I really want deep down inside, regardless of which this is at least becoming somewhat of a success, right? I mean, unfortunately, I got more stallions. I got 2 young stallions, which they look decent, so I'll raise them and then sell them off at some point, but I think I can probably get rid of Bully. I think Bully, it's time for him to move on out. Yeah, I think that's time. I want the chestnut stallion to be the one that actually ends up breeding the rest of our horses, because that their particular one is a lot better, it's in a lot better shape. So that's my plan at some point with that, but it's also January and I totally spaced on selling all my oil. So we're heading down, we gotta head down to the oil mill. I should have done this last month, guys, but I got kind of preoccupied with, well, with writing a test that I don't need to have done, that I'm determined to pass. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just can't, I feel like it's a little bit OCD, right? Like I know it's something I don't necessarily need. It's just I compulsively say in the back of my head that I want it, because that means I am successful. If I have that, I'm successful, right? I think it makes sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Anyways, whatever, we're gonna get that done. If I can climb this hill, this poor truck. You know what, we don't use this truck a whole lot. It's the once a year I've been using this truck, because we're not selling any bales off anymore. We're only using this to transport the oil from the oil mill. And a lot of times we're bringing the oil mill, our oil, all the way up to Moccasin, which is a pain in the butt to climb this hill. As you can see, we're down to 13 miles an hour. Nope, now down to 12. It does not have the power to do this. Now, I do have a full load in this trailer for the first time, I think, ever, since we do have the corn oil now. Yeah, I think we end up being about 2/3 to 3/4 full. This is the first time we've been completely full trying to climb this hill, and this is more painful than ever before. Come on, Betsy, get up this hill. Someone get up and push. Get up there. All right, I think we're good now. There we go. Now we're getting some speed. Need some more horsepower. I need another truck at some point. Regardless of which, it's a good payday for us. Like I said, we're making roughly $500,000 from the oil mill. That's always nice to see. So let's rate our test for the 10th time. Maybe the 10th time, and I don't even care anymore. 10th time is the charm, right? 10th time is the charm. 10th time is definitely not the charm. 11? Going for lucky number 11. Lucky 11, I can feel it. Pass this test. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I cannot pass that. What is wrong with me? Why can't I pass this test, you guys? I cannot get it done. I cannot finish this off. What is wrong with me? You know what? Whatever. We'll focus on the horses. I still have a plan. We're still moving ahead with my... I'm so negative right now. So unbelievably negative. All right, we got, let's see here. We got our good stallion there, chestnut stallion. That's the one I'm keeping. Yeah, that's the good horse. That one there looks really good. And then I've got the two foals, and then we got this one here, Bully, is the one I'm gonna get rid of. Still decent. Like the foals look pretty good actually. We'll probably sell them both. But anyways, the Bully is decent, but we're gonna sell him off because like I said, chestnut is younger and better. So that's the one I want to be the main breeding horse. So we'll load him in the trailer and we're going to go sell him off. Not that we're going to get a ton of money. You don't get a ton of money for stallions. The mares are really what they bring home the bacon. Let's go with that. Off to the animal dealer. Once again, we did work here for a little while, so I know what they're worth at least. Look, they got a couple horses out there already. We're going to be adding one more in there, I guess. In we go. Perfect. And excellent. All right, let's sell off Bully. You are Gonzo. Thanks, Bully. 10 grand. It's better than a kick in the pants, I guess. What do they got for horses here right now? Is there anything? Not a lot of high-priced horses for sale. In fact, that's interesting. That's pretty low breedership rate going on right now. There's nothing that I would actually even buy right now if I was looking for a horse. Good thing I'm not, because those all look kind of terrible. Like very low like very low breeding horses. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh well, let's not worry about horses. Let's just pass this test now. Another test to write. 12? Oh, come on. But can't pass this thing. 12, no luck. 13. Lucky number 13, right? It's got to be lucky. It's got to be 13. That's what it is. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't even know what I expect anymore. 13 tries, no luck. A lesser man would give up at this point, right? Just saying. Let's we got some canola to plant. It's April. It is April. We'll write again. I'm not done yet. I am determined still. I'm still somewhat determined. The determination is starting to fade, I have to admit. I don't know if we'll get that passed at this rate. What can we do to help us pass that test? I have no idea. Is there something I can do that's going to, like, do I need, maybe I should get a better night's sleep. Maybe that's what it'll take. Instead of just automatically rewriting whenever, like, we just schedule a rewrite once a month. That's our plan right now. After 13 months, I don't know. I'm starting to lose count. I'm starting to lose track of when we should be rewriting. I don't even know anymore at this point. It's all bleeding into one. The test looks the same. So, what does it take to get past this and pass this final test? I don't know. It's kind of starting to. It's in my head, guys. This doctorate is living rent-free in my kitchen right now, and there's nothing I can do to get it out of there, except for pass that test. That's the only thing that's I've got to find a way to get past it. 14 years in on this farm, and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting the good fight. Yeah, for no reason whatsoever. Where I could just focus on the farm. No. Let me focus on trying to get this diploma or this doctorate degree that means nothing to me, that I really don't even need. Yeah, let's focus on that. The funny thing is, if I look at working at the BGA right now, our job, if we get promoted to the top rank, I don't even need the doctorate. The doctorate is just like a minor promotion. If I get the full promotion, then I don't even technically need this doctorate. It's just the master's degree, which we already have, which is the one I want. That's the job I want because it only makes me work 6 hours a day instead of the 8 that I'm currently working. Let's fill this back up with fertilizer. Ridiculous. I'm so distraught because of this right now. I thought for sure that like a year ago we would be past this test and I'd be moving on to the next part on where I want to go with my farm itself. And instead I'm like, that's the only thing I can focus on, is trying to find a way to pass this. Maybe it's some OCD going on there. I might need someone to analyze. Can someone analyze my brain and just tell me that I'm ridiculous? Because I feel like I've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas right now, is what it comes down to. Like, it's insanity. I think I'm going a little bit insane. We're back filling up with fertilizer again, and I'm gonna get Gertie set up in the Kubota to go roll this out. We'll get the Kubota out in this field, rolling these things out this time. I'll get her set up though, and maybe she can talk some sense into me right now. Maybe I should have a chat with her. Do you think? I don't know if that's the right person to have a chat with sanity though. Into the field we go. All right, she is set up, ready to go. Roll this field out for our increase our yield on the canola once again. I was just thinking maybe I should have gone sunflowers instead. I don't know if that canola is going to last or not. A little over 200,000 liters still at the oil mill. Just thinking out loud, I guess. You know, trying to maximize our profits down there. I could have easily planted row crops again, put some sunflowers down in these fields. Eventually, what I would like to do is just have them kind of separate, like one or two fields of canola, one field of sunflowers, one field of corn, and then kind of rotate them through. And whatever the biggest field is whatever we need most of, obviously, and just do it that way. But I need to get a baseline still. I don't know how much we use down at that oil mill yet, off the top of my head for each product. So that's still something that's going to be in the works over the next couple of years. But at least, you know, we have a plan. I mean, and secondly, I do want to get a bigger seeder. This Bourgeot has been great for us, but it's I feel like we're getting some pretty big fields now, and I wouldn't mind getting something a little bit bigger. Maybe go to the big Bourgeot, but do I have $500,000? I think that's what our cost would be, a little over $500,000 to get into that thing. And then I also need like a large tractor of some sort. Yeah, like we'll need something a lot bigger than we have. So, busy working the fields the last couple months. I think it's time once again for us to try to write this test, you guys. We're into May. This is Lucky 14. Lucky 14. I know we can pass this. Oh, come on! Lucky 15? Lucky 15. No expectations. It's fine, no expectations. It's fine, it's fine. I can't believe this. We're into June, and 2 years later, I'm still writing this damn test
On the bright side, more horses, guys. We got more horses. At least we're getting lucky there. Yeah, we got. In fact, I got some mares this time, which is great because you know what? Hang on a sec. If what do we need here? What am I looking for? If we scroll down, yeah, there's our stallion. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's better. That's what I'm looking for here. So our stallion, not great. This guy here looks terrible. In fact, I want to sell him off. But like the rest of these mares, they look like they're going to be actually pretty high quality. Look at those. Those look great. All right. I'm happy with this. We've got lots of mares right now, and they're all fairly high quality. They'll be worth a lot of money when I decide to sell them off. Let's get back to studying and taking tests again. This is nothing 16 time can't fix, right? 16th time, all's forgiven. All's forgiven. We didn't pass. Never mind. I don't know what to tell you guys. After 16 times, how many more times do we keep on bashing our head up against the wall? Well, the farm's looking good. The farm itself, at least, is looking good. We're back almost into another harvest season here. Yeah, these crops are all decent. The canola's come up. It looks like it's ready to harvest. Not terrible. We had some damage, but looks pretty good. I just can't pass that doctorate exam. Anyways, I think we're going to call it there for now, and maybe we'll get into these tests at a later time. I don't even know what to do with them anymore, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me fail. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel, of course. Maybe we'll find a way to pass that test yet. I have no idea. Links down in the description if you want to see the first episode of the Judith Plains playthrough, of course. And yeah, make sure you guys go check those out. And if there's a new video, I'll make sure I post it here as well on a card. We'll see you guys next time. This is Klutch, the failure, over and out.